Hi guys, this video is for the advanced ArcoLinux builder. Just made an article on ArcoLinuxISO.com, a guideline how you can proceed in your learning to build, how to learn to build an ISO. And it really starts with simple things like what we do, right? We build ArcoLinux B Plasma. You can build it too, now, today. But it goes gradually more and more complex. And this is something that's regarding, well, one of the last steps, investigating Calamares. How does it work? And one of the things that I have as a challenge is I don't get the information for no one. I need to learn the information myself, and then the knowledge, when I know how to do it, I'll share it with you, right? That's the goal of ArcoLinux, gathering knowledge and sharing it with others. At this point in time, this usually is a problem until July ISO of 2021, right? So we get this strange look. We can indeed read what it is, the flags in here. At this point in time, we're in the partition model, and yeah, it's readable. It was not okay, but it's readable, so we lived with it until we find a solution, right? It's always that knowledge, and not only knowledge, luck in finding a particular code or a comma or a tab, strange things that break up your configurations and somehow, right? So the only thing I can tell you is be patient with yourself. Be a pit bull and say, I have not forgotten you, I will get you, and come back later, do something else in the meantime, right? So this is the solution to get rid of this particular look. And you may never encounter anything similar, but it's the workflow that matters. Thanks to Adrian and his crew, we have this Calamares installer, which is a graphical user interface. And it's great. It evolves over the last 4 years. It has been taking steps immensely, like changing all these possible elements, file formatting. It's all possible, right? And lots more. The thing is, he gave me a device, Adrian, to install GAMMARAY. So we have 4 GB of cow space. That's how it's technically called. And I said to myself, okay, let's give it another go, right? Let's give it another try. This dev thing is just a script for me to install all these things, but more importantly, for me to get in the AZERTY keyboard. And there's something equivalent for the dev US guys. So now I have a QWERTY keyboard, right? So that's just me workflow. So I have an AZERTY keyboard, so what? And the necessary apps. The advice on Adrian was go install GAMMARAY. Now GAMMARAY, again, is not explained anywhere, and I'm a noob at it, so I just use it. Today I just happen to have some luck and I found it. So how does this all work? You can Google and find out GAMMARAY, what it all is. But in the end, you need to be able to use it. Qt application inspection and manipulation tool. Okay, cool. It's super technical, and if nobody explains you, and nor can I might add, then it's going to be difficult, but I can at least show you how to solve this. You need to launch something to execute a certain file, certain application. In our case, it's ColorMars. And we navigate to it or we type it. So user bin Calamares. Now we also have a Calamares polkit that didn't work. So an underscore polkit and the launch disappears. So we have to launch it like this. User bin Calamares. And when we launch it, yeah, then it's a headache in the sense that, oh my God, what is this, right? So the first time I took a look at this, I thought, how will I ever find the things I need in here? So go over them, look at the details, what it provides. But at some point in time, I think I went to install it. So now it's all black, the color is off, but that's not important. We're looking for technical things. And when you manual partition things, and you go to delete it and then create it, we got this look. So this look is okay. This is normal. The thing is, why is it doing it in our case? So everything open, we have this gamma ray thing, and I thought let's type in flags. I think that's the first thing I thought. Say okay, so objects, search up there, flags. I have again Azerty, so def, and then flags. So in the main app, so it tries to X-ray your application, and you have a main app, you have a view manager, and a view manager stack, and a stack widget, and a partition page, and then already with okay, I'm getting closer because this is about partitioning page, okay, and then create partition dialog, fine, and I found this mlist flags. I said, mlist flags, right? Flags, that's something I went for. It just trial and error and good luck, typing and searching the right words and hoping to find the solution. And then we got all this, and that's a lot. I read everything, and of course I missed everything. I was looking for something that defined the color. It was white against white, which became unreadable. So I think I kind of looked for color or something like that. I don't know what I searched up here. There it is. I searched color. And then I found this line. I said, oh my God, alternating row colors. That's exactly what it's doing. And it's a Boolean. It says it's true. What if I can set this Boolean thing to false. Okay. That's a tip. That's a great timing, Adrian. So I'll show you later on, and let's stop all Discord and Telegram communications. So I figured out that this might be the thing. The question is, how do I get the thing in my configuration? Okay, so this goes apart, and then we open the Calamares config. You already know it's here in here, etc Calamares. These are the modules, but we're talking about the coloring. So that's the branding. And we have here the CSS or the QSS. So it's similar as the CSS in websites, but it's QSS. Now, I had to look for a name related to partitioning maybe, and I found I had already something called part resizer widget font 16 pixels. I needed to add something to the system regarding the code there. So it says here partition page, create partition dialog. Now let me look before I make a mistake and see what I put in there. All right, I just checked, and the things I needed, well, I started trial and error, right? Don't ever forget that, trial and error. Just keep on testing it out. So we got here partition page. So the idea first was to be very specific and go to here. And I just scrolled down and I saw, oh, look, they make these references to double column like this. And then QList widgets, list widget, and then colon m underscore list, capital letter flags. Open these, I don't know, how do you call this in English? Accolade in Dutch. And I'm gonna type what I read here. Alternating row colors needs to be false. So alternating row colors, letters are important. Double point, false. Semicolon. Right, colon and semicolon. Now, trial, a few ISOs later, right, I figured out that we actually don't need all of this. It's actually, now I'm wondering, was it like this? I think so. Because I have not pushed that to the internet, so let me pause and try it out again for you guys. Voila, tested and it works. It is with this hashtag in front of it, list flags, alternating row colors, false. Save. And it's time to test it out. So the point of the video is to introduce GAMMARAY to you guys. Personally, I think I'm a complete noob at this. So I introduce you the application, and it's up to you to figure things out, basically. So let's try it out. I've changed, yes, run Calamares, and let's see if things have changed now. So on the fly, in the ISO, you can change configurations and try them out immediately. So that's what I do. I will create a new package, make sure that my package is there. So this needs to be, maybe we should create a new one. This won't kick in. Let's see if we made any typos. It should be saved after all, because I know it works, because I just did the ArcoLinux D, which is the smallest one. It's actually interesting to have a very small ISO. So this guy needs to kick in, whatever, but he needs to do the job. How can I show you that? By showing you my fixed thing. But maybe let's, when we're on here, I just asked something on the Telegram to Adrian from Calamares. I forgot again, where do we get this thing? Because you were wondering, of course, all this code, where does this code come from? How do you know what name it is? Well, there is some kind of dump of style sheet codes, and we've put it in our Calamares on GitHub, right? So where does this come from? And it will surely change over the future. And I forgot again, and it's not on the documentation, so it's in the video. In here we have show debug information, and you can reload style sheet. Maybe that's what I've forgot to do there. And then widget tree. So the widget tree is how I've called it. I've called it widget tree, but this is an old one of a few months ago. So where is it now? I was looking for it and asked again, hey, where is it actually? So if you're working with Calamares, you need to know several things, and one of the things is you need to open folders as root. Why? Because inside root, Control H, cache, Calamares, there you have a session log. Not only is there a session log, yeah, we're gonna open this with Atom, takes longer than with Sublime Text. Then we are going to get a dump somewhere. I forgot, it was here. So this is the dump. All the possible things you may, where does it start? I think it starts here. Well, you take a look where it starts, because we have hours and dates in between there. But here it is. That's the code. That's the tree, as he calls it. And that's where the code comes from. So that's that. What else should you know? That of course there's the session log, that the file system is actually going to run here in the Arch ISO run. This is your ISO that boots up, and your future system is going to be in the temp folder. Since I've booted up several times, in the sense that I've booted up Calamares several times. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, my 11, 12 possible future operating systems. Normally, if you we've been debugging, right? That's why we have so many. But normally you just have one called Calamares with a unique identifier behind it. And that's where your future system will be. It will have the user bin kind of thing, which we're not gonna click all of them, but one of them has the complete structure, as you know, in the Linux thing here. I don't know, I did my reload here, reload style sheet. I don't know if that's enough for the system. Otherwise, I'll show you something else, because that was the solution. So I've built myself a new, delete. I've built myself an ArcoLinux D. Voila, I'll need to show you that. So the procedure, the workflow I have is I built the configuration. Then I put it online. Then I boot up, I built the ISO. And we can test. And I test on the smallest possible ISO. Maybe you can have something similar as ArcoLinux D, which is the most bare ISO there is, which means time-wise, I have a fast testing machine. I can quickly see ColorMars working, or I need to change something here, change something there, and it builds fast and it loads fast and it's good for testing. So run ColorMars, that's what the user will do. Next. We need to go to the last line where we're gonna manual partition everything, delete this thing, and create this thing. And now everything is black. So that's much better, and was the solution to stop making these alternate coloring, and that's the tip. So this is just one thing I had to find out months. It has been on my agenda. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. So things will be just the same on your end. Just keep at it. Try to find, with some luck, with some searches and names, proper names, you suddenly realize, oh, it's gonna be there. Let's try this. Let's try that. And never stop trying. All right. Again, one last comment. I'll show you rather than say it. Ctrl-Alt-G. Ctrl-G. ArcoLinuxISO.com. Written this morning an article which I hope will be comprehensive enough, and we will update everything in the future. But regarding building, we have so much information out there, and I've written it down in some steps. Step 1, 4, 5, etc. Take a look at it. If you're serious about building, if you understand the power we give you, the freedom we give you, you can create your own ISO for you personally, brothers, sister, parents, but a community as well. So there you go. Enjoy learning about building. Calamares is a big part of the building, so is the Arch ISO folder. At some point in time, you'll need to tackle it. All right, cheers.